Hi Pisces, it's Amber here at Persephone Shiny Tarot. I hope that you're very, very well. Welcome. Thank you for those returning, and also welcome back to those returning, and also welcome to any newbies, any new people that are joining us. I hope that you enjoy the reading. The reading does look at how your partner feels, how you feel. We've also got the crux of the matter here, outcomes, a bit of more advice, and also advice from Spirit or the Tarot. So the cards that we have here is the Three of Cups. So this seems to be the crux of the matter. Maybe it's reuniting, maybe it's a friendship issue, a connection, bonding may be the crux of the matter. So this month could be an important month when it comes to bonding with people, understanding somebody else's point of view, having empathy, and really kind of creating that inner circle feeling between you and your partner, that camaraderie, almost like making a pact, like, maybe making that commitment where, you make a decision that you have this kind of special bond that's to be protected and worked on, and yeah, that kind of thing seems to be going on this month, in the month of February. Also, happy Valentine's Day for everybody as well. So this could be like a really good energy this month. You may find yourself becoming closer to this person, especially with the Six of Cups here. This kind of soulmate bond connections, I think, needs to be either focused on or will be an outcome. Do you have the Three of Swords here as well in the outcome? Might as well get to that, as it's kind of the glaring elephant in the room. So yeah, for those of you that are aware of tarot, Three of Swords usually means some sort of disappointment, not getting what you expected out of a situation, heartbreak, maybe even time apart, misunderstandings. So there could be that happens. But with the Page of Cups here and the Judgment card, especially with the Six of Cups and this being the central issue, I do feel so far, from what I can see from the reading, that it's not as negative as it could be. There may be some harsh truths that are said. There may be an apology as well that comes. That creates this kind of clarity and understanding between you two, that kind of develops this bond, because with honesty you really see each other. There's more depth to the relationship. So let me just close this notification down. So yeah, I mean, also we've got the Five of Wands as the overall energy for the month, or overall advice as well from Spirit, what's kind of really going on here. So again, this is about understanding each other. The Five of Wands is a group of people who all have their own opinions, own goals, desires, agendas in the situation. Everyone has or wants a piece of the pie. Everyone wants to be heard. So, but what we need to understand in this card is not just about getting your own opinion heard, but also understanding the needs of others as well. And that will reduce the conflict, that will create this bond as well, that kind of breaks down barriers that are created by the ego to really open up to each other and really create that trust and bond, and actually effectively be on the same page. The Five of Wands to me is about there actually being a common goal, for the fact that you're all in this one place and you all seem to need each other. I mean, in this card, all seem to kind of be fighting maybe for the same thing, but you don't realize it. So it's about getting clear on your objectives, what it is that you're both trying to achieve this month with regards to the relationship. You may be coming from different angles, but you may actually still kind of want the same thing, which is this bond, which is this emotional closeness. So, but I think what's happening here is you're both focused on your own personal needs. The more you understand each other's needs, the more that you will actually create this bond and trust and closeness that I think you both want, and actually be on the same page. So we've got in the near past for your energy here, we've got the Two of Cups and the Emperor card. So the Emperor card can talk about a certain amount of stubbornness as well. Sorry, I was eating cake earlier. I think some of the crumbs are still on the table. So yeah, got the Emperor card here. So yeah, it could talk about stubbornness, wanting autonomy, wanting to have the last word, wanting to be in control, wanting dominance. This is quite a masculine energy as well. This could be someone that you're focused on. Although we've got the Justice card here. Sorry, more crumbs. My mum was here too, eating cake. So yeah, there's cake everywhere. But yeah, these two cards both talk about authority, dominance, having the last word, having the last say. Now, I can see here that this person is coming from a place of what I'm fighting for what I think is fair. So in the Five of Wands here, their argument is, I want fairness. Your argument is, I want to have control. I want to have dominance. I have a vision for our relationship and I want it to go in this direction. So you're both wanting, you've both got quite good virtues in terms of the Emperor just wants to make sure that everything is in the right order, that all the necessary things have been considered. The Justice card wants fairness, wants balance, wants to make sure that you're both getting your needs met, or that there is some sort of fairness in the situation, reciprocity. Honesty is also very important to this person, truth. And commitment. I mean, both of these cards do talk about a certain amount of commitment and seriousness as well. So that's what I think you both want. You both want this commitment, you both want this seriousness and this depth. But you're both coming at it from different angles. The Justice, I mean, the energy of the Justice card, this person would always believe they're right. You know, they're always going to believe that they're coming from a fair place, a just place. And especially with the Three of Coins here as well, it's very much about making sure that everyone is pulling their own weight, everyone has the right role, everyone is doing what they need to do in this situation. So yeah, definitely this person is looking for fairness. So it looks like your partner may be feeling that maybe they're doing too much, or you're doing too much, or too little, or there's somewhere where maybe you're not meeting in the middle. Again, we've got threes here. So we are looking at this sort of teamwork issues that are coming up in all of these cards. There needing to be a kind of compromise here. I think your partner is willing to compromise as long as they're getting their needs met. So this is about a joint project, which is the relationship. But maybe this is about home life. This could be about money, making sure that everyone is paying. Maybe you've organized your money in a way where costs for living and household costs are kind of divided in a way that is something that, you know, that meets both your expectations and needs and circumstances. But definitely there's a definite issue here, I think, for your partner of making sure that everyone is doing what they need to do to make this work, that it's not one-sided, it's not all one person. And ultimately that you're both agreed on the direction of the relationship. This person definitely wants fairness. They want to make sure that their needs are met and your needs are met. Okay. And you here are very in love, it looks like, with the Two of Cups. You're just very much feeling as if you may have found your soulmate. You found someone that understands you. You found someone that does actually appreciate this reciprocity. That you found someone who you can work with, who has similar goals to you, that you feel is very compatible for you. And it could be that you're quite stuck on this person, like this, that you're quite maybe even a bit controlling or wanting it your way, you know, not allowing the relationship to maybe just evolve naturally. Like you may have a specific desired outcome for the relationship, and so therefore I think you're holding on quite tight to it because you do love them, because you do see something special here with them. So like you have a definite idea of how you want things to go. I think this person is saying, yeah, but what about what I want? What about my needs? I also have a vision for this relationship. I also have a preference or needs that need to be met. So yeah, the Emperor card can also sometimes be a bit tunnel visioned or be very kind of focused on a goal or an aim, because it is the sign of Aries. So it can be focused on one thing, and that could be winning the situation or taking the relationship to a particular place, level, whatever, and be quite rigid and narrow-minded, dare I say it, about how the relationship should go. I think the Justice card is saying we need to maybe, be a bit more flexible. The Justice card has scales. It goes up and down. It's, it's trying to kind of go with the flow and make sure that everything's always in balance and there's harmony. Harmony is this basically speaks about harmony. This person wants harmony. They want it to be balanced, a balanced situation. Maybe when it comes to money, but also responsibilities, roles, duties, and those kind of things, and not all one-sided. So we've got the 8 of Wands and the 7 of Cups. So again, you're feeling very confident about the situation. You really want to take it forward. You're very convinced that you've met someone that, you've put all your eggs in one basket, basically. I really feel that you're like totally sold on this person. But with the 7 of Cups here, it's as if you're not really maybe being, you need to tap into more of your intuition, okay? You need to, the future looks a bit hazy because this is like almost like a future position card or how things are progressing. Yes, you are deeply emotionally involved and invested in this. We can see that. You have a lot of dreams about this. Maybe you need to be a bit more realistic and grounded. Again, seeing things from other perspectives other than just your own. I feel that you're very fixated on a particular outcome. And I think the 7 of Cups is saying you might need to kind of gain more perspectives. Also connect to your intuition, your emotions a bit more when dealing with how to move forward in this relationship with this person. There needs to be more ideas, more of an open mind. And also, again, getting in touch with what your needs really are, because sometimes the Emperor card especially is very fixated on the outward appearance of things, status, and order, and is quite the conformist in a lot of ways. Although he could be a pioneer, he also is very concerned about how he is being perceived as well, his position in society. This is important. He wants to be in a position of authority and influence. And with that kind of energy, sometimes you can forget the feelings of others and forget the emotional. Sometimes you can just, it's almost like that Capricorn energy where you can actually put aside your feelings to achieve something. So the 7 of Cups could also be suggesting that you may need to get more clearer on how you actually feel and what your emotional needs are in this situation, okay? Because you could be having a bit of unrealistic expectations. Again, that's what this 3 of Swords may be about, because this is about having sometimes unrealistic expectations or ignoring the obvious in the past only for it to slap you in the face because you had your head in the sand or because you weren't seeing things honestly. And then honesty comes and truth comes, and the truth hurts. This is the truth hurts card, most definitely. So yeah, you maybe want to avoid that by really just sticking to what your emotional needs are, and again connecting to your intuition rather than wanting to be right and wanting a particular outcome because of how you think things should go. Okay, so for your partner here, they are looking at solutions here with six of swords. They do want to talk about this. They want to move away from this kind of unpredictable, shaky kind of situation, turbulence, emotional turbulence. Maybe there could have been arguments as well. Yeah, they want to move away from that and they want to find solutions to the problem. So they're not giving up on the situation. They're quite invested. They do want things to improve. They maybe want to take a holiday as well, but they definitely want a break and they want things to improve. And again, we've got this energy of reciprocity. The 6s talks about this give and take. It's very important to this person and they want to talk about that. Now, they are reflecting, or have been in the past, reflecting on how things have gone so far. So I think what's happened is they've taken some time to reflect, and they've realized that maybe things are not balanced. They've realized that they've put a lot of time, maybe 7 months, 7 years into the relationship, and they've realized that things have kind of come out of balance with regards to roles and responsibilities and reciprocity, and they want to bring in more fairness here. Now, this could be as well that they want to bring in fairness in a way where they want a more, more commitment. But this is about understanding where the other person is coming from with the Three of Cups. So this is kind of like your advice card, as it's giving you insight into the issue. So I feel that this is really what needs to be done to rectify this. You just need to be able to see this person's perspective, what their needs are, and I think that will satisfy them. And just to talk about it, and also to make your love a priority as well, to protect it from the ego, to protect it from, to keep it pure, to keep it real. Again, getting in touch with emotions, come from an emotional, or not even emotions, but your feelings. Get in touch with your feelings when making decisions. How do you feel about this person? How do you feel about the connection? Forget how it looks to the outside world. How do you feel about it? What are you trying to achieve with regards to your feelings in the relationship? And yeah, I think that's what this person is going to want to talk about. They're going to want to talk about solutions around that. I think this person's quite hopeful, to be honest, about how things could be. Like, I don't think they're thinking, oh, this is not going to work, or, no. They've invested a lot, and I think they want to see more come out of it. They have faith in how things could go. They have faith in the future of the relationship. And the fact that they're even considering and reflecting on things shows that they have an interest. Because if they didn't care, they wouldn't reflect. They would just be like, oh, this isn't fair. I'm gone, I'm done. But no, they want to work on things here. Okay, so Spirit's advice to you here is the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Devil card. So yeah, this could be about being fixated on an outcome, being inflexible, and always wanting to be the leader as well. The Devil card can kind of be that energy as well for me. There is a new start here. There's Spirit is saying that you need to bring in new ideas. You need to take action in a new way. There needs to be some sort of refreshment that's needed in the relationship, maybe with regards to sex, passion, inspiration, the activities that you do. But there seems to be a new energy that is being brought in, or that Spirit is advising you to bring in a new energy to try new things. The Knight of Swords talks about sometimes someone that's quite argumentative, opinionated, but also to me it's always been the knight in shining armor, the person that comes in and saves the day. But again, the Knight of Swords talks about changes in ideas, changes in the wind when it comes to how you're thinking about things, allowing change to happen, and being willing to have a heated debate, being willing to talk and express yourself, and ultimately bringing new ideas and really getting to the truth of who you are, because the Knight of Swords fights for truth. So there is this definite energy of you being honest with yourself and expressing that and allowing that to change things, to bring in change, to usher in change. Okay. This could be a bit of a warning again with regards to being stuck in old patterns, because they might make you comfortable. A false sense of security as well. Again, materialistic things, materialism, the outside world, appearances, the Maya, as they say. So there's a bit of a warning there, I think, about that. And you need to kind of have a new mentality, I think, around this. But definitely sex is a theme here. So especially with these two cards, sex could be maybe the starting place, maybe changing the way that you're having sex if it's a bit predictable in some ways. You know, maybe there needs to be some refreshment in that area as well. I'm also getting here it takes two to tango. Okay, so again, that's pretty much what's being said here. It takes two to tango. We're getting that throughout the reading, that it's about the both of you somehow meeting in the middle, and agreeing on your expectations for the relationship, what you expect of each other, and what your needs need to be expressed, and then ideas and discussions around how to achieve that needs to be done. So the outcome here, like we've already discussed, the Page of Cups, the Judgment card, and the Three of Swords, with another accompanying card of the Six of Cups. So I mean, this is really for me the overall outcome card for me. So I feel like there will be this reconnection if there has been a separation, especially with the Judgment card here. There could definitely be a reconnection, and the Three of Cups. You know, this could all be about you getting back together with somebody. You know, figuring things out, talking things out, and reconnecting with them after maybe some harsh truths that come out. Okay, and an apology may be coming through as well. This could also be a new lease in regard, you know, a new lease of life with regards to love. So there could be a renewal there when it comes to love, a new approach when it comes to love, seeing love in a whole new light, taking a new kind of approach to love, learning about love again. You know, this is almost like a very flirtatious energy here. This very honest, a lot of honesty is coming out. So again, maybe this is to do with in the bedroom, where there will be kind of this real honesty, this real nakedness between you in a more of an innocent way, and also kind of in a more grounded way as well. So yeah, I do see it as positive. So, but yeah, there will be some sort of disappointment here still. There will still be some truths that come out that maybe are hard to hear. But I don't see a separation. I see it coming back together, to be honest with you. Yeah, and I see this being a solution orientated kind of month, especially from your partner's side with the Six of Swords. I mean, it could go in so many ways for so many people that are watching, but that's the first story that I'm getting, so I'm going to go with that. But your intuition is going to greatly help you this month as well, because we do have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck as well, and also again more sexual energy here with the Knight of Wands and change, new ideas, new passions. It could also be, these could all be people, you know, you could have a Libra that you're dealing with. That is quite focused on fairness or has a particular idea on how roles and responsibilities should be kind of shared between you. This could be in so many ways. This could be like it could be just some need that they need to be fulfilled. You know, that's quite fundamental to them. But I do see new foundations being laid here as well. And a real soulmate connection here. A real, I think the best possible outcome is this more genuine connection between you two, of really seeing each other as soulmates, helping each other, loving each other, there being more empathy. an understanding between you two. And a real love will blossom here that could last a long time, I would say, with the Six of Cups. But again, we're looking at reunion. There we are, looking at reunion, new starts here. The Devil card does talk about addictions as well. That's coming through. So for some of you, that could be, so maybe some sort of codependency could be an issue here as well. Maybe some balance needs to be brought in there. As in being more self-responsible for some of us. Yeah. Some of you, maybe you're your partner, needs to take more responsibility on a personal level. So, yeah, we've got mending here. So it looks like both of you again will be working together to mend the situation. We've got go the distance at the base of the deck. So we are looking at this needing to, you needing to show perseverance, and maybe also your partner, and that you're almost at the finish line as well. So do not give up too early. Imagine and poised is talking about, remaining positive in a situation, expecting a positive outcome. Again, imagining, opening up your mind. Again, that's another message coming through again, to open up your mind on the matter, to not have a closed mind about it, but to imagine other possible outcomes. And that's also kind of connected to the Seven of Cups. So yeah, I'm also seeing your crown chakra being important here. Again, your intuition may be quite important to actually receive new ideas, to really open up your mind. You may need to kind of meditate to look at things as the observer rather than from a very kind of egoic place with regards to your needs. It may be good to kind of be more the observer and really kind of see the situation for what it is from a more objective point of view, and then kind of go from there and look at the possibilities from that point. And again, to be poised, to not be over emotional, to not overreact. Again, we're looking at centering yourself here with poise. I may read from the book for that one. And all that glitters is not gold here for your partner. Yeah, they are realizing that for them, all that glitters is not gold. For all of that, for them, it's not about how things look. It's about how you feel about the situation. That's what's important to them. So I'm going to read from the book for all that, for poised, number 48. So I'm trying to get all these readings done before my children come home, so I'm talking a bit fast. Okay, so it says, being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best and confidence. The relationship message says, when you're confident and happy in your own skin, you are ready for deeper, more intimate relationships. You have nothing to prove right now. You are completely yourself and can handle anything. Love, friendships, and harmonious new connections are all present now or are coming in. You're ready to give and receive from the heart. This is a beautiful place to be. So yeah, that kind of does reiterate things in terms of the giving and receiving. You're now ready to give and receive from the heart, from how you feel. Yeah, and again, it's about how you feel in your skin and not about the outside world, and all that glitters kind of pretty much confirms that same message. I think that's where your partner is coming from. So it's quite a deep reading. For some of you, this is going to resonate. For some of you, it isn't. But, the readings are kind of on a spectrum. That's how I see it. So for some of you, this could be resonating, but in a kind of different way. It could be relating to a particular circumstance, but this is kind of the overall theme or overall story, even if it's not specifically stating what's exactly happening with you. This is kind of overall what's happening for the the Pisces people watching that it resonates with. So I'm going to pull one card for Pisces for February 2020. Okay, so we've got work, which is very much like the Three of Coins, and we've got a wallflower. So I'm going to read from the book for that one as well. Okay, so work says work placement, employment, hard work, labor, money, and finances. Meeting someone through your work, colleague, or the workplace. This relationship could be hard work. So it looks like they're kind of reiterating go the distance. It may take some work on your part to make this work. And the wallflower is at the base of the deck, which basically talks about someone who maybe has lost a bit of confidence, or maybe confidence is key here as well for you. So it says not living to your true potential, boredom, out of fashion, not dressing up or wearing your hair and makeup to bring out your best features, despondency, not making an effort, and laziness. So I think basically what's being said is that this month it will take work. Okay, this part of the relationship is where the hard work comes in to build that foundation and create that new beginning. So I love you so much. Thank you so much for stopping by. Again, I love you, and I'll see you next month. All right, bye.